Welcome to the video, guys. We got a short one here, but it should be quite funny. It's relating to none other than John Bercow, the Speaker of Remain, who did all he could to stop Brexit last year before eventually having to stand down because he was going to have candidates running against him at the election in 2019. And as far as I'm aware, he did actually already plan to stand down then, but we know what was going to happen. He would have lost his seat and become the first speaker ever to be challenged for his seat and lose it, which I have to say would have been pretty funny, but unfortunately it didn't go that way. Now, as you can see, The Guardian are reporting that John Bercow will not get the peerage despite Corbyn's nomination. This is something I've spoke about a couple of times on the channel, and even said back then that he would not get the peerage, which is a good thing. We certainly don't want to be paying this man any more public money. John Bercow will not be awarded a peerage despite being nominated by former Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn, it has been reported. The nomination of the former Speaker of the House of Commons will not be passed on to the Queen for approval because he is subject of an investigation into alleged wrongdoing and will not pass a propriety test unless he is cleared before the nominations are sent, which I suppose is possible but not likely with what's going on, and also maybe Boris could rush them through and get them sent before it's done. The investigation into claims that he bullied staff that worked for him has not yet been completed. Former senior parliamentarian official Lieutenant General David Leakey is among the complainants. Leakey, who served as Black Rod, accused Bercow of intolerable rudeness and explosive behaviour in a report passed to the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards. Bercow has said he categorically denies I have ever bullied anyone, anywhere, at any time. Corbyn nominated Bercow for a peerage in his dissolution honours list after he became the first speaker in more than 2 centuries to step down and not be nominated for the Lords by the government. His handling of issues around Brexit and other parliamentary business allegedly made him a target for many pro-Brexit figures who are now in power, and also the majority of the country who think he is a slimy prick. It's not just the pro-Brexiteers in power, a lot of people in the country think he is a pompous arsehole who made Parliament about him rather than about the British Parliament. A book published this month claimed that Bercow frequently clashed with parliamentary staff whom he believed were opposing reforms to improve facilities and services to MPs and the public. Critics claimed his portrayal of parliamentary clerks as fuddy-duddy old farts who block everything is a very convenient fiction for him. Bercow was contacted for comment on Saturday night and obviously didn't bother to get back to him. A second Corbyn peerage nomination has also been refused. The Sunday Times reported Carrie Murphy, a former nurse, ran the Labour leader's office and also organised the party's ill-fated 2019 election campaign, because obviously organising the greatest defeat for the Labour Party in 85 years is worth a peerage, it would seem. Jeremy Corbyn lost 2 elections possibly under this woman, and yet he was going to give her a peerage. This is just insane, but shows exactly what the Corbynated chicken is like. Corbyn faced criticism for nominating her from members of his own party while it was still under investigation over its handling of anti-Semitism. Murphy is named in submissions to the Equality and Human Rights Commission, but has denied any wrongdoing. But I have to say, it does give me warm feelings to hear that John Bercow is not likely to get the peerage that Corbyn nominated him for, and I mocked at the time. As you all know, John Bercow does not deserve a peerage, but an argument could be made for his cousin, who went balls deep in John Bercow's wife back in 2015, if you all remember. I would personally put him forward for a peerage just for shitting on old John Bercow here, the arch-remainer who has constantly gone against Brexit. This, I'm sure you will all agree, is really good news. If only we could actually drain the swamp of the rest of the Lords, because that unelected shit pit does not deserve to be there at our expense. We also have the Sun reporting on it here with a little bit more information. Not much more, but a little bit. Now obviously it says there that it's been rejected by the Lloyd's Appointment Commission, obviously relating to Carrie Murphy and John Bercow. But it says here Mr Corbyn had been offered the chance to put forward replacement names before he resigned. At first he agreed, but then changed his mind after returning to the back benches. I wonder why he did that. It is unclear which decision still stands or why the Appointment Commission has made its ruling. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see if we get any more information. A spokesman said, "Our guidelines make clear that an individual must be in good standing in general and with the public regulatory authorities in particular." Which, obviously, these people ain't, because of the many accusations against them, or in Carrie Murphy's case, the Equality and Human Rights Commission investigation. And that's the end of the articles there. We'll finish off with Paul Brown's comment here. Awful little toad. Spot on, Paul Brown, though personally I prefer to call him the snivelling shitweasel that he is.
Now before I go, I've started doing live streams and uploading gaming content on my second channel. If you would like to come and join me for a live stream to chat in real time, have an interest in gaming related content on YouTube, or just want to follow me over there because you are a legend, the link will be down in the video description below and as a pinned comment. I hope to see you all there. Now as always, before I go, I want to thank our PayPal, Patreon, Subscribestar and YouTube members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with the notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going and we are glad to be going. We're off.